Milkweed is pertinent now, so in the air that everyone is thinking in its terms. The housewife doesn't dare hang out the wash without considering milkweed. Engineers decide today to redesign the air filters that they thought they'd perfected. It's a fact. Milkweed has come to live and be lived with. Reprieved, the birds have ceased to pluck their breasts to line their nests. Though few enough are still preparing for eggs when milkweed starts to hatch, exploding from its brown, sun-brittled pods. Occasional nestlings get mistaken meals. Beakfuls of milkweed some took for bugs. Like anything in the air, it seems like all things. Eventually, a fairy's shuttlecock, as soon as seeds, not from the prettiest plant, step in on a cataract of light on a day like this. Look up and see another race, cast from its place and looking for its place, riding the wind toward distant, solid ground. They scatter golden light on their scattered way.
So Damien Rockwell is our speaker today. You've seen some pictures on our TV. Those are all taken by Damien, native plants, except for one taken by Laura Chilcutt. You'll see that Jack of the Pulpit.
Yes.
Jack in the Pulpit. You'll see that later. But all the rest of them are Damien's photos. He's aquatic. He's an aquatic upland native plant specialist. He's also an ISA certified arborist. He works for the city of Castleberry, doing aquatic, all that kind of stuff. I'll tell you more about it. All that. But I mean, but he's also started a native nursery. So over in Edgewater. So we have some plants for sale today. So please help me welcome Damien Rockwell.
I'm not good at holding. A few of you guys I've met already. I do work for the city of Castleberry. One of the things we've been doing there that's great is putting in native pollinator gardens. We've got 3 right now that are humongous. We keep expanding. We have commissioners that don't know how to say no, so we get a lot done. Speaking of the city, but it's wonderful there. I do take care of the natural areas, a lot of the lakes, the golf course ponds, retention ponds, just give you a background of what I do. Spend a lot of time in invasive species management throughout the state of Florida, mainly through state parks and doing different things. Have my own business doing beautiful landscaping with the exotic invasive plants. Till one day I said, wait a minute, this is wrong. You see so many bad things happening out there. There's just so many insects right now are in decline. Monarchs are put on the endangered species list. I mean, really? That's because we don't plant enough native plants. We're not helping them out enough. So one of the things I talked to a few people about is the tropical milkweed. Tropical milkweed it's bad. It's really, really bad. It has a parasitic, trying to think of the exact words for it. OE is the abbreviation for it. And it's something that the adults have and they will pass on through the eggs. And as you'll see, monarchs deform, the wings are deformed. Sometimes the caterpillars don't eat. You see them dead. A lot of tropical milkweed. I spray herbicides. I'm a firm believer in herbicide because of some of the jobs I have to do. I'm not putting down herbicide or pesticides. There's a place for everything. But a lot of the stuff that comes from Lowe's and Home Depot is covered in parasites covered in pesticides in order for them not to eat the leaves. Nobody wants to buy sticks, which I was explaining a little bit ago. I had a whole thing of aquatic milkweed I was going to bring, and the monarchs found it. Which is fine. It's wonderful. People are asking me, aren't you upset? No, not at all. It means that I did something great. So, but it is hard to sell. If I brought you guys a bunch of sticks right now and told you, hey, it's aquatic milkweed, it's going to flower, it's going to be beautiful and beneficial, y'all would be like, yeah, okay, sure. What else you have? So I left those at home. I will plant those. I have bought 5.5 acres out off of Cow Creek Road in Edgewater. I'm converting it into a pollinator wildlife sanctuary. So yeah, it's going to be a nursery. It's going to have demonstration. I'm going to preach the nursery for a minute, but it'll have demonstration gardens. So you'll be able to come out there and see what the plants look like, how they look in their natural environment. Then also you'll have that plant for sale. So there'll be things out there that you probably haven't seen. I've made some artificial environments, just trying to get more things, I'm not in sand hills enough. It's more, I'm kind of like on that slope down. If you look at the property coming out of like I-95, it slopes down into, I think it's St. John's Water Management, Cow Creek Road, or Cow Creek. So I'm kind of in the middle. I've got a lot of oaks, big magnolias, hickories, cabbage palms. So I've had to like create artificial habitat so I can get in some more of the milkweeds. My goal is to supply milkweed out there to everybody. Native milkweed at a price that you guys can afford, because if you gotta spend $10 on a milkweed, or you can go to Lowe's and spend $3.95 on a tropical milkweed, most people are going to do that. So I'm just trying to get that level down. That is my goal, to offer everybody milkweed at a reasonable price. So why native? That's the reason I'm here. I've got notes, I've got books. It all just disappears when I'm up here. I can't think of anything. Native plants, everybody knows, or if you don't know, it should be the way we go. The native plants of Florida have been here for thousands and thousands of years. They know how to survive here in our sandhills, in our swamps, in our marshes. They've survived hurricanes, fires. They're meant to be here. So many of our insects, like bees, there's 300 species of bees in Florida. That's crazy. I mean, you can probably name 3, right? Honeybee, bumblebee, and that other bee. There are so many of them that it's crazy that we're not focusing on these. These are insects that don't have a voice. I mean, they're declining. It's out there. Just look, and you don't need me to tell you. If you don't know that butterflies are in decline, then I need to start back from the beginning and tell you why and all that, but I'm not going to go through all that. I just want you guys to understand the benefits of native plants. In the state of Florida, we have 3,000 native plants that are native just to here. It's just us. It's our plants. It's great. It's awesome. I have maybe 20 or 30 different species that I sell, but the property is full of them, and that is the goal, is to keep going with that. The native, I work a lot with Native Wildflower Foundation, great organization. It's a nonprofit. If you guys get a chance to ever check out this, it's one of the books that they put out from Stacy, good friend of mine. But it's a nonprofit, and all they do is plant wildflowers and promote it. I've got pamphlets out there for you guys. It's important. I feel like I'm floundering here, but the native plant in Florida is it's threatened. We don't do it. We decimate all of the habitat, and then we put in stuff that doesn't belong here, and it doesn't do well. You have to water it, you have to fertilize it, you have to create all of this craziness just to keep it alive. The St. Augustine grasses. So we have native grasses that do that. Native grasses benefit butterflies, bees, birds, the seeds, everything else comes from St. Augustine grass. Doesn't benefit anything. It's sterile environment. Nothing lives in it except for chinch bugs. Those people want to spray and kill. Um, Mowing. Don't mow. Don't mow your yard for like 2 weeks just to see what happens. You'll see all these wonderful flowers come up. And if you like it, let it go another 2 weeks. I had a guy that's mowing the property. I'm like, no, you don't have to mow anymore. You're good. But it's amazing. Just the stuff that people think that are weeds that aren't, that are just beneficial wildflowers. And we have them growing all over, but we just want to cut them down. So we need to pay attention and make sure we're putting in the right plants. I'm here more to answer questions of people that you have ideas that you want to make a flower garden, or you want to do better. You want to pull out a non-native, put a native in. I'm here to answer questions better than I probably can speak on other things. But as far as what your habitat is it dry? Is it wet? Is it damp? Does it get full sun, partial sun? All of that matters on putting the right plant in the right place. We took a walk earlier and you guys had a beautiful button sage around the corner, but it struggled. It struggled because it's just not in the right place. But man, it's trying its best. It's got 2 flowers on it. It's got 3 berries on it. It's not giving up. It's going to go and it's going to go. It's kind of big to transplant it, and when it dies back in the fall, that would be the time I would say probably to do it. But just putting the right plant in the right place is so key. I've got milkweed. I heard people talk about milkweed. It was a great on milkweed. Milkweed just became my passion. It signifies monarchs, right? I mean, you can't mention milkweed without mentioning monarchs. It's just that thing that everybody relates to. And I did speak to some people earlier about the monarch. It's not the only butterfly we have, but it is a spokesperson for all the other butterflies. If I tell you what a monarch butterfly is, you know. Everybody knows a monarch. They're beautiful. They're orange. If I tell you skipper or something else, you're probably not going to know what it is. You'd have to look it up. I have to look it up. I'm not going to pretend I know everything. But by recognizing the monarch, it makes you want to do more. You know, these populations are in decline. They migrate all the way down to Mexico. I mean, that's crazy for a butterfly. They have a few stops here and there. Somebody mentioned they have a way station. Awesome. Great. That is so cool. A way station is just a place for them to rest when they come down. Gives them nectar. It gives them energy to keep going. When we're planting artificial stuff, it's not there for them. It's nothing. It's like eating potato chips your whole life. I mean, yeah, they're great. I don't get anything from it. But planting the natives and making sure that they are host plants for the butterfly, the caterpillar, and whatever else. It's just benefit so many things. And then going on to that with the bees, the bumblebees, the honeybees. There's so many bees out there, but the honeybee gets the attention, right? Everybody, oh, we're going to die without honeybees. Yeah, okay, great. Honeybees are awesome. I'm not kidding, but they're not native. They're not a native species to Florida. They're introduced, but they get the attention. They get everybody's wants to do better for the bees. So there's plants out there that you can plant that will bring in the bees. They will bring in all the native bees. There's a lot of bees that just they tunnel down in the ground. So if you leave like leaf litter and debris and stuff, it gives them a place to go and have their young. The sterile yards of how many here are transplants from up north, right? I'm guilty. Come down here, I want to see a jungle. I want exotic invasive plants all through my yard. Walk out, I'm like, yeah. But really, it doesn't do anything. It's just for us. And I mean, if we are just doing things just for us, that's kind of lame. We need to be doing more stuff for other things. So the bees and the butterflies need native plants. Now going on to birds. Birds would be the next step. Along with insects comes larvae, caterpillars, bees, all kinds of different things for the birds to eat. It's a hard pill to swallow. For me, it was like, wait a minute, I'm not doing this to feed birds. But realistically, we are. I mean, we got to take that into consideration, the same as a monarch defoliating all my milkweed. It's part of the life cycle. So the more that we do plant, the more insects will come, the more wildlife we'll see. You're gonna have squirrels eating stuff. That I've got squirrels right now digging stuff up. That's like, yay. I've got deer. I put a deer feeder up, and they seem to be happy with that now. They kind of leaving a lot of stuff alone. But the nursery, it's mainly wildflowers. I do have a few trees here and there. I've got plenty of trees that are popping up everywhere. But it's a really cool diversity as far as the habitat. It goes from one extreme to the other. But the native plants and the native trees that are out there are so cool. And once I get established enough, I'd love for all you guys to come out there because it's so much easier for me to walk through and show you stuff and tell you stuff and point out why this plant's so beneficial and not to plant this plant. Instead of this, let's plant this. There's a Simpson stopper up there. If you guys are familiar with that, it's beautiful Florida native. It's a tree, it's a shrub. Flowers, crazy flowers, and it'll be full of pollinators. Was it Simpson stopper? I happened to hike out through the front part of the property, found a whole community of them. This is great. I don't have to go anywhere. I can enjoy that right here. So there's a lot of trees, a lot of plants out there that we can replace. If you've got stuff you want to replace, just pull it. Put something native in there. If you're not sure, it's probably not. It's probably not native. It's crazy how many non-native plants there are out there. And if you guys live in like an area like this where it's a little bit older community, we walked up. That guy's got a sugarberry tree out here. It's incredible. I mean, the thing it's humongous. You don't see that very often because everybody cuts down the big trees. Yeah, it's crazy, and it's a host plant for butterflies, and it has the little berries on it. The birds love it. They'll come in and they'll eat the heck out of it. But to some people, it drops this black sooty mold stuff on it. And it's not bad. It just covers up stuff. If you have like a tarp, it'll turn black in no time at all. So it's stuff like that people just cut it down. But then they'll leave a camphor tree. Wow. Okay. Great. Yeah, the birds love it. Yeah, guess what? They eat it and they fly off and they leave it someplace else and then it starts up. So, I don't know how I'm doing on time. I don't even know if I'm getting through to anybody, but the native plants in Florida it's I'll harp that. If you guys ever see me out in the woods or hiking or anything like that, man, stop and ask me because I'm out there trying to take pictures. I'm trying to get pictures out there for people to see. It's one thing to walk by a plant and you look at it, yeah, it's cute. It's nice, but let's look at what it really looks like. Like, got the mic?
I do. Hey, we put some pictures up from you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, last night. Last night at about 9:10, I found your.
It's me? Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. That's the nursery right there.
Yeah.
Picture of it.
Oh,
I've got business cards. I've got other things out there too. Yeah.
We've got.
Yeah. Go back to one. I want to show you.
I'm gonna walk through each one.
Oh wow, So this is a fragrant water lily. This is something you're not going to see unless you're out on the lake or something. This happened to be right off the boat we were on the other day. We were out looking at hydrilla and trying to manage that. But these are floating, and there's three different lilies. You have the fragrant water lily, then you have the spatterdock, which is they call cow lily. It's something you've seen a lot of the ponds around here, lakes, stuff like that. It's a small yellow flower, doesn't really open up. Then you have the American lotus, which is the big, grand, it stands up this tall, flowers that big around. It's beautiful. But if you don't have a pond, not going to grow it. But that is the fragrant water. That is a southern magnolia, which is that tree that's out here that's hurting right now. That's what that looks like. It's called the grandifloria because it is a large flower that they can be this big. And then hold it and to smell it, and you're like, God, it's great. It's so cool. What else do we have? This one, you're seeing this right now. It's flowering everywhere. This is the coral bean. I have a couple of those out there, but this thing is a hummingbird attractor like crazy. Anything with the long tubes on it, the tubular flowers, they'll get in there and they'll just go at it. It's one of my favorite. It does have spikes on it, and when it does go into flower, it really puts all its energy in the flower, and all the leaves just kind of disappear. And it's like, well, it's still pretty. But then it's got the flowers, and you're like, okay. So it's a trade-off. You got blush green, then you get flowers, and then it'll die back later on in the fall. That's a Florida green eyes. This one is cool. I don't have any of these. I really wish I did. But the flower on this, if you were to take it and smell, I'm big on smells. If it's a flower, I have to smell it. I have to know. This smells like chocolate. It has a chocolate aroma to it. It's amazing. It doesn't taste like chocolate, trust me. But it does smell like chocolate. And right now they are out and they are blooming really. I think I got this one up at outside of UCF, the trails up there. So it's a nice. Oh wow, look at all this. It's so cool. The one on the bottom right is a scarlet calamint. First time I ever saw it. I hiked out at gosh, where is it? It's in Juliota Wilderness area. Walked all the way out to the end of the trail right there. I was watching this deer and I'm like, awesome. Wow, this is this beautiful red tubular flower, and just started taking pictures of. Had no idea what it was. I've never seen it in a while. Never seen it in any type of nursery at all. The one above it is it's a blue flag iris. It's actually a prairie iris, and they bloom. And when they bloom, it's beautiful. I've got so many cool pictures of those on Facebook. If you guys and anyone has Facebook, Native Plants in Florida group is good. The Native Wildflowers in Florida is really good. You'll see posts for me. The one down here is, yep, Florida Indian Plantain. This is really cool looking. It's got a real leathery looking leaf to it. And then as it comes up, it flowers out. Those aren't totally open yet, but it's easier. I think that's why I like the flowers. It's easier to photograph than a bird or a grasshopper or a butterfly because I've done both and it's hard. You have to sit there with your camera and wait, and you just sit on this flower waiting for it to come in, and then the minute it lands, it's like, gotcha. But in the meantime, you're going to take 20 good pictures of the flower itself. So, Florida Indian plantain, it's a host plant. I've seen it a lot here. New Smyrna area too. That one came out of Juliota as well. I think that both of those are the same day. But these are just natives. I mean, people don't realize how many beautiful native plants there are. And it's crazy. There's so many of them. Come out to the nursery, go to any nursery. Just take a look and hopefully they have natives. A lot don't. A lot tell you they're natives. Florida friendly. Just throw that out there. Throw it away.
Throw it away.
Throw it away. My opinion only, okay? Today's Florida friendlies could be next year's a year now invasive exotic plant. We don't know. It just means that they're doing well right now. It doesn't mean that the pollinators that will help pollinate those won't be here in a few years. It just means that for right now, they are safe. But there are a couple that were in the book that haven't moved up to. There's a Florida Invasive Species Council has a list of they used to be flexi for anybody that years ago in it. And it's exotic invasive plants in category 1, category 2. Category 1 being the worst of the worst. That means that they're going to take over something, the whole area, habitat, garden, natural area. 2 is something that is showing the signs and it's on the radar. We should be paying attention to that. A couple of the Florida friendly plants have been moved into that category 2 because when it was done, it was many years ago. Things have changed now. We have global warming. We have a lot of other things that are happening out there that we have to pay attention to. So I would say stay away from Florida friendly. They might be beautiful, but Little floating edge, you can't go wrong. You don't have to water them. That's what's so nice. I don't understand all these roads. Like 44 US 1, we have all these medians in there, and we put all these, I don't want to say garbage plants, but they're just for you to look at, and they don't serve any benefit. And then we got to water them, and we got to water them, we got to fertilize them, we got to take care of them, we got to mow. And just put some natives in there. That's it. Put some sensitive mimosa in there. Just let it go. It's beautiful. It's got pink flower. You don't have to water it. You don't have to mow it. You don't have to do anything. We'll save on. I work for the city. I know what it's like to have guys out there mowing stuff, and you don't have to mow this. There's plenty of ground cover out there. We just as a community, you need to do better. I think that's my preaching on it. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Damien's gonna. Yeah, good.
I'm a volunteer with Dunlop Sugar Mill Gardens,
Okay.
and they have a native plant garden, plant garden escape there. I don't know if you've been there or not. But they,
Is that one in Fort Orange?
Yes.
On Taylor?
Yeah.
I got married there at 88. I heard, yes. I got married there at 88. Things changed a little bit, but.
there's a couple of gardeners who specialize in more natural and or native from Florida, native. And, there's a big, wide, there are hundreds of plants flowering, ground cover, whatever. With your version of that, when is that going to be open soon, or is that? Because I'm thinking in terms of getting some of the ear plants we don't have up there.
I'm open. Kind of. I work Monday through Thursday. I have a place for the city of Castleberry. I live in Brevard County, so I have an hour commute back and forth. So Monday through Thursday, I'm in that world. Friday, I come up here Friday morning. I'm at the nursery Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm there on the weekends. Call me, let me know you're coming out, so I'm constantly running. So doing irrigation this weekend's been crazy. So it's one thing after another. But yeah, I mean, are you out there on the weekends? Are you there?
Yeah, Saturday, except Wednesday.
So if I was to come out and could you walk me around and show me what you got?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're there from between 9 and noon.
Okay. It's beautiful. I fell in love with it when I went there. But again, that's been many
Why do you
years.
say you got married there?
Because it was.
You get divorced there.
Now,
Yeah, married a couple other places too.
Damien, thank you
Yeah.
so much. Damien's gonna be outside. And he's got some milkweed and some other native plants out there. And we're gonna look at some for our little campus here. We'll have coffee and snacks outside today.
Get you outside.
The boys are still working on the front porch.
I
They're working on it.